We will perform the comparison on this 9 square meter wall, which is divided into 2 equal halves of 4.5 square meters each, with the thin bed method on the left and the thick bed method on the right. The two workers start with the left side using the thin bed technique. Since the mortar bed is only 3 to 5 millimeters thick, they first apply a simple wall troweling compound. This is to level uneven walls. The workers then securely affix plaster beads as spacers to achieve the desired thickness of 12 millimeters. Application of the wall troweling compound takes 52 minutes. This hardens over 6 days, resulting in a smooth, uniform, and firm substrate. The workers start by mixing the tile adhesive using an electric mixer. Then they leave it to stand for 4 minutes before mixing it a second time. When the adhesive is ready, the tiler uses a 10 by 10 millimeter notched trowel to apply it to the smooth substrate in individual rows from bottom to top, and subsequently applies the tiles. For large tiles with low water absorption and porosity, it makes sense to first use the smooth side of the trowel to apply a thin contact layer of the fresh adhesive to the tile's reverse side. This layer improves the wetting of tiles when bedded, thereby ensuring their secure and long-lasting adhesion. Overall, it takes a little more than half an hour to install tiles using the thin bed technique. The workers now install the same porcelain tiles using the thick bed method. But they have to prepare the wall first. They drill holes in the joints between the tiles in every second row of tiles, placing metal pins in the holes to subsequently anchor the newly installed tiles to keep them from sagging. Then they mix the mortar on site with shovels and by hand, using 2-part cement, 3-part sand, and some hydrated lime. Clearly, preparing mortar this way results in far more dust compared to pre-mixed thin bed mortar. One tiler applies the fresh mortar to the tile's reverse side, while another presses the tile against the wall to bond it in place. The key factor in the thick bed method is constant adjustment of the mortar thickness for each individual tile. If this doesn't work at the first attempt, some of the tiles will have to be removed. While this does ensure that all tiles are installed with uniform spacing, it takes a great deal of time. Since the thick bed method consumes a lot of mortar, even a small wall like this one requires mixing a second batch of thick mortar, which also takes a lot of time. The two workers need a total of 2 hours and 12 minutes to install the tiles using the thick bed technique. To compare, installation itself only took 32 minutes for the same area. Seven days after installation, the tilers test the strength of the bond. At the side tiled by the thick bed method, tiles can be dislodged much more easily, as the mortar does not interlock efficiently with the tile. To compare, at the side of the wall tiled by the thin bed method, the worker must dislodge the tile with a hammer and chisel. The tensile adhesive strength test provides clear figures. An adhesive tile strength of 0.31 newtons per square millimeter is measured for the thick bed method tiles and 0.94 newtons per square millimeter for the thin bed method tiles.
Wacker, creating tomorrow's solutions.